Wow. That might have been the cleanest intro I've run ever on our show with all the transitions I just did. What's up, MJ? Coach Bruce, MJ
That was
here.
pretty good.
Third Down Thursdays, live, 7 o'clock. MJ, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. I have some Pizza Hut in me. I took a good nap. 9.5 hours of work in me. It was payday, Bruce. So no matter how weird my day was, it can't be bad because it's payday. But we are under a boil order.
Oh,
Um,
that's nice.
for not for my house, but for my store here in Mississippi.
There can be some
So
big.
yeah, it was messy. Not that most people care, but like in the middle of breakfast, I had to stop selling biscuits because we use water to make biscuit mix. And I had to switch over to lunch in the middle of breakfast. Let's just say it was one of the weirdest days I've ever had there.
Hey,
we
man.
got it done. We figured it out, but it was still a very weird day. But we have some people to say hello to. Hello, Sai.
What up, Cy?
Hello, Alex.
Alex,
How we
what's good,
doing,
dog?
folks? Um, I'm in here too. Hi, guys. But yeah, we have coming on at 7:30 tonight. We have Ryan Spader, MLB author, and the guy I like to call my baseball stats expert. He's going to be joining us around
Oh.
7:30. He's gracious enough to hop on, I believe, after a little gym session.
Ain't nothing wrong with
So we'll be
that.
talking to him.
Ain't nothing
He's
wrong
getting
with
those
that.
gains, Bruce. He's
Trying
getting
to.
in the work.
Hey, that's good stuff,
So
though.
yeah, so he's going to be on around 7:30 or so, joining us. I know Sai's going to like this. I want to talk to him about Albert Pujols because I've been seeing some stats from him, from Ryan, about how ridiculous
He's
Albert
had a
Pujols
year,
is.
dude. He's having a great year, and there's been some interesting stuff too about how he is doing. In a group chat I have with a couple buddies of mine who are huge White Sox fans. About how he's hitting at whatever age he is, like 40. I can't remember how old
He's
the dude is.
42.
He's 42. That's it. So at 42, he's hitting better than a lot of the 20 something, early 20s, mid 20s year
Yeah.
old on the White Sox. So I think it's pretty cool though. But before we get into that, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Dick.
I just can't win around here, okay?
I'm just
Bruce, how are you?
Hey.
Are you okay?
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Life is great. We got some
Life is looking up.
Yeah, exactly. We've got some big plans coming down the pipeline. Not official to announce any of these yet. However, we got some good stuff. Not only that, but Bears PR department finally got back to me. We're still getting negatives on the requests for practices and stuff.
I got denied for the game this weekend, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah,
Chicago
same,
Bears.
same.
I'm not gonna say we still love you, but
I still love
we
you.
still believe in you.
Correct.
You can do the right thing and give us credentials. We believe.
Correct. Yeah. Don't worry. We aren't. Well, I am a schmuck, but I'm a respectable schmuck.
And I'm only part schmuck.
But you're right. Fair. So there's a respectable schmuck, and then there's part schmuck. So
yeah.
No, it's
part reporter.
Exactly. However, I will reach out. I will. I don't know, man. I won't put her name out there because I don't know if that's allowed. I don't want to, do that to her or anything like that.
No, but I saw your email today, and that was a good professional email, Bruce. I was proud of you.
Oh, thanks. Hey, sometimes
I thought it was good.
There are times that I can turn on my ability to play the game and schmooze, as they say, as the elitists would say.
Oh my gosh.
But
no. Real quick.
Uh-oh.
Is this something I'm gonna? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for this. So the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I saw it. I know we try to stay away from politics as much as possible, but I saw so many memes on Twitter today about this, about the loan forgiveness.
Oh, here we go.
All I want to say is I'll take it. If it does happen, there are a lot of legal challenges.
Oh man!
And especially from my debate days, I know that there are a lot of things that have to happen for that to actually work.
Oh man, I can't believe we're going down this is a. I'm going to tell you.
Say is I'll take it.
Hey,
Like, I'll take it.
like,
Time out.
this is a. This
All
is
I'm gonna say
this
I
is
will take it.
a fucking deep rabbit hole that you're about to go down, and I'm guaranteeing.
No, all I said is I will. All I said is I will take it. I didn't say, Bruce, what's your opinion? I
That's
didn't
fair.
say,
No,
Bruce, give me your
hey,
breakdown.
I'm
All
not
I'm saying is, as a newlywed 22-year-old
fair.
who has
Okay,
$23,000 in student loans, I will
fair.
take it. Anyways, we have some NFL camp updates that we can go into. The one that I want to look at, Bruce, if you can
All right, let's go.
possibly find me a picture of this would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald today.
Oh God, yes.
Aaron Donald channeled his inner Myles Garrett and decided to go ham on the Cincinnati Bengals. Aaron, as if destroying them physically in the Super Bowl wasn't enough, you had to ruin their manlyhood during a training camp joint practice by dual wielding Cincinnati Bengals helmets and swinging them around like it's a superpower in a Mario Brothers game. He went absolutely ballistic for no reason. The same Aaron Donald who tried to choke out Elton Jenkins in a playoff game against the Packers in 2020, and the same Aaron Donald that actually has shown in practice that that's one of his moves, is he tries to choke the opposing offensive lineman. I'm not denying how physically talented, gifted, or incredible he is as a football player, but holy crap, Bruce. And Tom Pelissero came out and said there is no discipline coming from the NFL because clubs are the ones who monitor practices. They're the ones who are over practices. So the NFL has no jurisdiction here to suspend Aaron Donald. But holy cow.
I'm going to tell you
I don't know what was said to induce that man. And I don't know how he somehow got two helmets in his hands. But oh my gosh.
I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm sorry, I'm distracted. So I'm trying to edit the video and trying to get it to us too. But man, this is a dude that I would not want to mess around with. I won't lie. Okay, so I playing football, I was nowhere near the physicality to the point of anything like this. But man, this is a guy. If I'm on the Rams, I love him. I'm like, dude, yeah, go get his ass, beat his ass. I don't care, dude. You're on my team. I'm not the one getting my ass kicked from you. But yeah, it was. That's definitely a guy that I would not mess around with. That's I would. Nope.
So, Bruce, you know how you say that's not somebody I'd want to see in a dark alley?
Yeah, no, I would not want to see that guy in a dark alley.
I wouldn't want to see him in broad daylight, to be perfectly honest. Like, as much as I would love to meet Aaron Donald, as much as I would love to, have him on the show, sit down, interview him, like if I were to see Aaron Donald in person, there would be that healthy amount of fear and respect, and like I'm not gonna shake your hand because you might hurt me. I'm gonna like dap you up.
I mean,
I'm gonna keep my space.
I'll shake his hand and then I'll just be like,
exactly. And then I'm gonna go get my hand checked out afterwards. Like it's unfortunate. But yeah, respect to you on this, Alex. Respect to you for that. I know you've worked your butt off to do that. 100%.
We're going back to that.
Joe is in the chat. Franchise Sports Media in Las Vegas, also known as our good buddy Joe. I'm gonna say is Tyler Davis. Joe hates Tyler Davis, Bruce. He hates him so much. I really hope he does do something stupid tonight so that he does get cut.
They're on right now.
Oh yeah, they're playing right now. I'm gonna do my best not to watch it because I'll be distracted. But I believe Bruce has the Aaron Donald video.
Yeah, I got the video. There's no sound on it because we were talking during the course of it, so I didn't want to screw anything up for our viewing audience. So I apologize to those people that are listening to this on Spotify. So he's just wielding the helmet.
Literally, he is hitting people over the head with two helmets, gets knocked down, and gets up again, and has to be restrained by
I'm gonna play it again.
5, 6. Kaboom! Kapow! Boom! Like he just goes to town.
Oh, wifey's here.
Joe is right. Oh, we
Lady,
have a little
whoa,
delivery.
whoa, puppy.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Look at this. Look at this.
We have an in-show delivery.
In-show delivery by my amazing wife. Thank you.
Absolutely love to see
Oh,
that.
yeah. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, Bruce. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all I have to say is if I'm the Rams, you have to discipline
good.
Aaron Donald in some sense. Well, Bruce is over there moaning. You
Sorry.
have to discipline him in some sense because
Yeah,
that is just
no,
not
you can't
okay.
have you can't have that. You can't have that. But
And Myles Garrett got 6 games for doing that to Mason Rudolph.
you know, okay, so you
I know
who
they're not going to
Aaron,
suspend him like that, but
you know who Aaron Donald reminds me a little bit of in a way from his violent tendencies. And you need to be a violent man to play in the NFL and to play football.
Montez Burfict?
No, but there was a guy on the Titans years ago, and please, someone in the chat, if you remember his name, I'd appreciate it. It's slipping my mind, damn it. But he foot stomped somebody.
Wow.
We're on a roll tonight right now.
Joe, if you're gonna be that funny, just get in here. Hold up.
Oh man. Hey.
If you're gonna be that funny, just get in here. Where are you? There you are.
I'm saying though.
Get in here if you want
to.
Anyway.
Oh, not Stubblefield. What was his name? Oh man, come on.
Bruce, I know you're old. You're not memory issues old. Come on.
No, it's true. You're right. I'm not. It was very disappointing. But anyway, this guy, same position, same attack mentality, same absolute just like want to rip your head off. But to see it actually physically done right there by Aaron Donald, oh, it's great. So to continue on though with the camp updates,
yes,
right now going on live, not live, but the past few weeks is Hard Knocks with the Detroit Lions.
Okay? Yes,
I absolutely effing love it. I love
Bruce
Dan
is
Campbell.
in love with the Detroit Lions.
I wouldn't go that far, but I will say though, Dan Campbell is definitely an NFL coach. He might be a meathead. He might be like this, that, and the other. But that dude, I love watching that guy coach. Hey, he knows it. He knows it. I love watching that guy coach. I love watching that guy go at it. I love him challenging his players. I love him letting them do what they want to fucking do. That's things that you want from not only a man, but that's the things that you want from a fucking coach as a player. You want to be able to do what you want to do, however, in a team type environment to improve the one thing, and that's the team, and they get a fucking dub. I love it. Congratulations to them for getting their first preseason win in like 8 years. Hey, we even got. Wait, hold up. We got a.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, again, it means jack shit, but anyway, that's awesome. I love it. If you get a chance to watch Hard Knocks, please watch it. Even if you have one ass cheek and 3 fingers, you got to watch it.
Oh my gosh. Things I also love is this beautiful man right here.
That's a stretch.
Unplanned.
Bruce said one ass cheek, 3 fingers. That sounds like a Tuesday night for him.
Yeah, dude, Tuesday night. That's a Thursday on Thursdays, dog. That's why you're here.
I think that's the new name of our show.
One ass cheek, 3 fingers.
Yeah.
No, Bruce, were you thinking of Albert Hainsworth?
Yeah, yes, Hainsworth. Thank you.
I knew Joe would know.
I put it in the thing. I mean,
I didn't see it.
Someone chose OJ instead of it. So, I mean.
Okay, but OJ is funnier. No offense to Albert, but OJ is funnier. Joe, what do you think of Aaron Donald?
You know what? I've said this. I don't know if I told you this, but I know I've said it to a couple other people. I think there's actually an anger issue with him. You go back to the playoff game against Green Bay. Elton Jenkins kicked his ass up and down. Literally was one-on-one with him the entire game, held his own, and he tries choking him out.
I remember that.
He had an issue in the Super Bowl. I mean, you look at it. Anytime someone is actually having success against him, he ends up having some type of anger issue or whatnot. So for me, I think there is an issue. And at the end of the day, when you look at the Rams, they're not going to suspend him. They'll fine him. The NFL will be the one to suspend him. The Rams aren't going to do that to one of the top 3 defensive players of all time.
Bro, okay, so you know what's funny about that too, and that to go along with the Albert Hainsworth comment with him. Who's another guy that you could think of right now off the top of your head that has the same violent tendencies, was a fucking stud, and a Detroit Lion?
No, I'm saying Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah, exactly. So it's almost
I
like
hate that man with a passion.
It's almost like that position, and don't get me wrong. Again, that's a position that you need to be a violent motherfucker at.
You need to be a little bit of a sociopath.
Correct.
Little?
But man, that guy was another freaking beast out there that was able to take things over like that, and obviously not to the caliber of Aaron Donald, but yeah, man. No, it's I agree.
I mean, I'm not like, I laughed at Schefter because Schefter's like, that's assault. Like, no, bro.
That's assault, brother.
Like, stop. Go. No, I'm not even gonna get on that, but I'm gonna leave Adam Schefter alone tonight. You know, I think he's got enough. I think
for once
he can reach out to Paul Allen for anything else to make sure his editorial is written correctly. But
wow.
But at the end,
yikes.
But like in all seriousness, though, like
taking pew pew.
You know, it bothers me that, like he said that, like it happens in football. Fuck, like dudes lose their cool. It's a problem with him. So they need to do something with Aaron Donald just in general, and it's got to come from the league. The team isn't going to do it. They're not going to discipline one of their own.
No.
But the NFL has no governing body to no. Okay, let me correct that. They don't have governing power over this particular situation, like MJ alluded to earlier, because they
really don't.
It's a practice, so it has to come from the team.
But is it okay? It comes from the team, but the team still falls under the umbrella, right?
Right, that's true though. The NFL could come down on their team potentially because
it would just be unprecedented given the amount of fights that have happened in.
But they're not swinging helmets
practices before.
Exactly.
No, but dudes have fought, and they have fought to the level that the league would have fined them in games, and the league has never done anything like that before. So if they were to go down on Aaron Donald like that.
I don't know if the league's going to go down on Aaron Donald at all.
They'll go.
Speaking of which, real quick, while we have Joe, it's time to 69, Joe. David Bakhtiari is back. When will he return?
Hey, we have a bet on
Clearly,
the show.
Bruce didn't watch our show from the other night.
Oh, Bruce.
I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh, you have to. We have time to 69. The Packers, Big D. The Packers, the best. The Packers' best ever. Oh my God, we were coming with it. No pun intended. But no, like Bakhtiari's back. You know, our bet. I gave was it 2 weeks ago on the show we do? I said,
you can share it. You can share it on our shit.
Okay, so yeah, on Immaculate Perceptions on Game On Wisconsin, I said, hey, look, what's the over under on Bakhtiari coming back? I said 3.5. I said by the Bucks game. MJ took the over, said after it. Rob Domofsky from ESPN Wisconsin came on. Rob said if he doesn't play, over. I said the Bucks game, and I'm feeling pretty confident about that right now.
Joe's just happy that he's smarter than me and Rob.
You better toss my name in there because I was in your fucking ear saying
yes. You agreed with me.
And by the way, guys, hey, real quick, if you're a Packer fan or you're just general football fan, you want to hear MJ and Joe say stupid shit, and sometimes me pop in the show and be like, hello, jump on that. Let's get rid of that banner real quick. Immaculate Perceptions, awesome show, really fun, good guys, fun group, good people, all that jazz. Let's get rid of that now. All right, Game On Wisconsin, follow them, stupid ass Packer stuff if you want to watch that stuff. I'm totally kidding. But no, it's good stuff. Watch it. It's fun. Like I said, good guys and good people. Amazing producer, sexy guy, bald, talks a lot. Continues.
Hey, I appreciate you talking about.
I didn't know Joe produced the show. That's crazy,
man. Okay.
It must be wearing my Mason Greenwood Manchester United jersey.
Bro, now I understand the reason why MJ was talking about 69ing and D'ing and stuff like that. Because all of a sudden, as soon as you jump on here, he's all up on that.
Hey, that was when you were a sexy boy, that's what you do. But, in all seriousness, though, like, I'm watching this exhibition game with Kansas City, Green Bay, Kansas City, and I'm of the belief that, and I really believe this, and you guys were talking about the Lions earlier. I actually think the Lions are they're going to end up being the second best team in NFC North. I catch a lot of shit for that, and I don't care. But the biggest reason is I think they're building something the right way. I think there's a lot of questions on whether or not the Vikings offense is going to be able to get going with the new offensive system. There is going to be an adjustment period. Bruce, I jokingly say it with you in general, but like I'm not a believer in Justin Fields. I haven't been.
No, you said it. You said it.
And I hope, for Bears fans, I hope I'm wrong. But again, a first-time play caller in the NFL running an offense, I think there's going to be a learning curve there. I think with the Lions, there's continuity, and they have an identity on both sides of the ball. And tell me, like, honest to God, tell me neither one of you guys wouldn't want to go lace up and play.
Oh no, I already,
dude. I would, but I don't know how much the continuity matters when the talent isn't as much there. Like, I don't think the Lions have the offensive line to hold up. I don't think they have a good player at each skill position on offense. Got a good running back, tight end, wide receiver at least. But Jared Goff is not going to lead a offense that's going to run through the NFC.
I like Jamal Williams too. I like for like a third down.
Yeah. We love Swift. Jamal Williams
and I like
here.
And I like Swift. They're I think their backfield's pretty solid, to be honest with you.
I don't think they win games with their offense though. I think they win games with that defense, and they got some dudes on that defense.
Fair. So real quick, Joe, you can stay on for this too. I mean, it's up to you if you want to. I don't give a shit. But real quick, I just want to talk about this too. So Roquan Smith returned to Chicago Bears practice last Saturday. The date slips my mind because today's Thursday, but whatever. Yeah, well, it's clapping. I mean, because the Bears have actually done a really good job, and I think Poles did a very good job of leading the Bears organization smart with this. They never fined him. They took him off PUP to kind of be like, okay, man, you're gonna say some shit publicly. Right, exactly. Because technically they could have fined him, and I think the fine was $40,000 a day for missing practice.
Oh yeah, they could have
just exactly. But I think the way they handled it, I think they did a very good job. Regardless of the contract negotiation process, I'm leaving that out of it because obviously they're both very far away from it. And the one thing we talked about that I completely fucking disagreed with was them having not incentives, but decelerants. So is that even a word? Decentivizing. Anyway, like basically like if you don't
de-incentivizing.
Yeah, exactly. So he would have been the only player aside from quarterbacks in the NFL that had anything like that written into his contract. So aside from that, I actually think that the Bears front office did a phenomenal job. It's the first time you're going to hear me say that. That's actually the first time anyone's heard me say that in a long time.
In a long
time. Because frankly, I actually think that Ryan Poles, I think he's doing a good job of building this the right way. They're going to be fucking terrible this year, by the way. I really don't think they're going to do very well at all. I think that. Do I still think that they're going to be over 5.5 wins? I put a bet down saying yes, and I even put out an article saying 7 wins is probably like their top tier. But I think it's going to be a long year. But I think having Roquan Smith back on this team, I think their defense actually could be pretty strong this year. I don't think it's going to be top 10. But I think it's a middle of the pack type defense, and that could keep them competitive. I at least think they're going to be competitive in a lot of games this year, mostly because of their defense. But
yeah,
again,
I don't think they're going to get blown out a bunch, but I don't. No, they're going to. I think they'll lose a lot of close games.
Touchdowns. It'll be touchdown games. I think. In my opinion.
So, when it comes to Roquan Smith, I think the thing that kind of helped them is he doesn't have an agent, and they're able to kind of manipulate that.
But I also think that hurt him too, because it would probably he heard everything that they were saying about him face to face. You know what I'm saying? And I think that kind of when you're negotiating, you suck in this area or you suck in this area, you need to improve in this area, and you're hearing this as an employee from your employer, you're like, man, fuck you.
Pretty much. I was actually talking with one of my best friends, is a former Bear, Cameron Worrell.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But I used to love that guy.
Yeah, Cam is one of my best friends, and we were talking about it about 2 weeks ago. And Cam had said to me, that, the thing that is going to be interesting is you got to take emotion out of any negotiation whatsoever. And he doesn't think Roquan, being his own agent, would be able to do that. And that is going to come back. And I think, I don't know if they'll franchise him, to be honest with you, at the end of the year, because if they do, you're getting a player that they, that don't want to be there. You're trying to keep them, and there's going to have some ill will. But at the same time, if you don't, you're going to let them walk. So I wouldn't be surprised if the season is a shit show, as the turf is at Soldier Field.
Oh my God! Let's not even get into that conversation.
If they traded Roquan Smith around the deadline.
Oh yeah, no, I can see him and Robert Quinn.
Yeah,
get whatever you can. Get what I like, and honestly, I'm cool with it. Get first round, because you're going into next season with potentially a quarterback, and as much as you may not like him, potentially a quarterback that's your next quarterback. Hopefully, at least a fucking stabilizing force at that position, because we don't know, like the Bears organization can't have a quarterback. You're going in with that. You're going in with over $100 million of cap space, and you're going in with a full line of draft picks. The only thing that sucks, though, is that's another year of my life wasted watching a garbage-ass team.
Well, on that note, I'm out of here. I'm going to go back to watching the team. Remember, you don't drink and drive, but if you do, you need a car. And the end of the day, Tyler Davis can eat a fat baby's dick.
Everywhere I turn, it's football, football.
That was good. Well
bye,
done.
Joe.
All right, bros. Love you guys. Have a good one.
Peace out, Joe. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I would
love
actually
that.
say that might have been one of our better Hey, so real quick before we jump into Ryan coming in with us, I did want to touch on this real quick, MJ, if you don't mind. All right. Mm-hmm. So Chicago Bulls legend Horace Grant is selling his three-peat 90, 91, 92. Wait, 91, 92, 93 Wilders rings for auction. Excuse me. $100,000 for each ring he's expected to get. And he's also selling his Lakers championship ring. And I didn't even remember. I totally forgot that he even had a Lakers championship ring. And that one's expected to pull $40,000. So, MJ, I present you with this question. When you have a former athlete whom is selling his championship memorabilia or memorabilia in general, what is your first thought?
My first thought is it just makes me sad. Because I know how much that memorabilia means to them. Right. I know the hours and the stories and the hard work and everything that went into each one of those rings. Exactly. And I know that any player can tell you exactly what went into each of those rings. So really, it just makes me sad. It's his decision. It's his prerogative to do that if he's in the situation where he needs to. But yeah, it just makes me sad because there's also not a lot of taking care of players after they're out of whatever league. The NFL's trying to do a better job of that. But the NBA and Major League Baseball specifically do a very bad job of taking care of their players once they're done playing.
What's amazing to me too is and I'm going to touch on the topic of my thoughts on him auctioning off his rings in a second. But what's amazing to me is I think that the NBA of all leagues does the best job of almost incorporating and intermingling their past with their present. Meaning they just celebrated their 75th anniversary. And then, you know what I'm saying? They did a very good job of bringing that into it. However, to go back, not to be insensitive, I know I just did the little sound and whatnot from our board, but it is sad. Like, hopefully it's for a reason that is to be donated to his respectful like area, or, you know, something that he wants to put it somewhere good. Hopefully that's the goal. You don't ever want to hear about it, never want to see it. So that being said, I'm not trying to put a damper on tonight's festivities. Hopefully the person that ends up getting Horace Grant's rings will end up giving them back to him and saying, yo, man, you busted your ass. You've worked your tail off for these. You're basically in your entire life. You keep these. I didn't earn them. You did. These are yours. So that being said,
it is time for our next guest. Hoping he is ready. He's popped in, so I assume that means he is ready. We are pleased to welcome Ryan Spader to the show. Ryan is a baseball author. I like to call him my MLB stats expert, and I believe he just got a good gym workout in. So, Ryan, welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? Sorry I couldn't join via camera, but I'm happy to be here and talk to you.
hey, it's all good, Ryan. So the first thing I have to ask you is, what do we hit today?
Oh man, I actually just did a chest workout. So,
bench.
I feel like it's lame to say on a Thursday, but I knock out the harder stuff earlier in the week when I'm feeling a little bit more energy, and then do the fun stuff towards the end. Of course, tomorrow will be you got to do a little arm before you go out.
Hey, you know what? So I like to call my Fridays Flex Friday. So that's usually when I do my bicep tricep stuff.
Oh yeah, you got to get the pump in on Friday.
That's right.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Man. So Ryan, first of all, I think it's been like 2 years since we've had you on the show. We had you right around our inception of the show. So thank you for coming back. It's been too long, first of all. So just like give us a life update. Tell us what you're doing for work now, what you're doing in the baseball world. Give us the rundown on where you've been and what you're up to.
Oh man, so I think the first time I talked to you guys, and I'm glad you guys have grown a lot since. I think the first time I talked to you, I was probably still in the Marine Corps. I have since wrapped up. I'm still working for the Marine Corps as my main job as a contractor.
Awesome.
But in baseball, I'm working on a couple different things. I started a new project where I bet on every single baseball game every day.
Yes.
Nice.
It just recently, I'm not sure if you gentlemen saw, I had a day where I went 13-1, and the only game I lost was the Yankees as a -275 favorite.
Oh no!
That loss cost me $173,593.18.
Please tell me you don't have your phone in front of you to look at that number. You just remember that shit off the top of your head. Am I correct on that?
No, I know the number.
Oh my gosh.
painful.
When I turned 21, I started sports betting just for the fun of it, mostly not putting too much money into it. Right?
You did it before you were 21.
No, I actually did. I actually did not. Thank you very much, Ryan, because I didn't know how to before I was 21. Would I have? Yes. Did I know how to? No. But everybody I feel like has done those parlays where they're like, let's just pick every game. The fact that you won 13, are you just that in tune with what's going on in baseball? Do you have a formula? Like what goes through your mind when you're picking all of those games?
So I have a couple different things that I factor in, and anytime, I don't like to say that my method changes, but it evolves for sure. And these different, if I apply the same methods that I was when I started doing this at the beginning of last year, my picks might not be exactly the same as they are today. So different variables are going to change the way that I'm making my selections. When I'm doing this well, and I go through stretches where I do it well, and I go through stretches where I don't do it well, just like anybody else. But when I do it well, I'm picking at north of 60%. And I just, before I got into this, I figured, if I can pick at 60% over the course of the season, I'm going to win somewhere between a half, and of course you can't win a half, somewhere between a half and like 1.2 of these things. And if I do that, well, over the course of 2 seasons, then I'm almost certainly going to win one. And if I win one, well, I'm covering the cost of every single one of those tickets, and then some. And in the case of a 14 gamer, it would have been that, and then some would have been roughly about 60 and change times in terms of profit.
So, Ryan, one of the things that I remembered looking about is your amazing ability with statistics and numbers. How much did your degree and how much of the things that you've learned during the course of your time, and even being a part of the U.S. Marine Corps and focusing and knowing learning the things that you learned there, how much has that helped you in the media work that you do with baseball and, frankly, your betting?
Yeah, it's just so to be honest with you, when it came to my major, I wanted to be something to do with athletics, and I started out in athletic training, and I was like, you know what, screw this, I'm not tape, and there's not to knock anybody who chooses that for a
Right.
profession, but I was like, I'm not taping people's ankles. I'm a ball player. I just happen to suck at it. I gotta find somewhere how to some way to get involved with the game that is not um, not being this close to it in terms of like doing that. So it's like, you know what, I'm going to figure out my way. I'm going to do something that I'm good at. And I chose economics with a focus in advanced statistics and advanced econometrics. And that's something I was always good at. Numbers were always easy for me. And
Mhm.
so while I'm doing this, I'm like, how can I connect this to baseball? And it wasn't until my senior year I had a professor by the name of Daniel Goldstein, who I still talk to, not quite as frequently, but I've sent him a copy of each one of my books.
Nice.
And I had him three different classes, and I had him in this one where he would do probability problems, and in this one particular probability, we were talking about the likelihood of Ryan Howard hitting 2 home runs in a row. And it dawned on me. I was like, you know what? This is how I can. This is how I can make my way in baseball. Numbers. I know this stuff. And it wasn't until probably 2 or 3 years later, Cliff Lee 2012 went six
Yep.
and nine, but otherwise his numbers were extremely quickly asked. He just didn't get any run support. Philadelphia, as Philadelphia fans tend to do, were losing their minds because um, Cliff Lee's done, And I would
Yeah.
call into the radio. I would call into all these radio stations trying to be like, no, Cliff Lee isn't done. Look at the numbers, and I'm just a caller, so they didn't want to talk numbers with me. And then I finally came up with this stat, and the stat was that Cliff Lee in that 2012 season became the first pitcher with at least 200 strikeouts and fewer than 30 walks since Cy Young in 1905. And all I wanted to do was say that stat on radio. And as soon as I would start talking about numbers, they'd talk about it. So I was like, how am I going to disseminate this information? And I sent that tweet out about Cliff Lee and Cy Young. Somehow Jason Stark and Mark Stein got their hands on it. They shared it.
Nice.
And it blossomed from there. And now, in a twist of sweet irony, to this day, those same radio shows that I used to call into over a decade ago, I now do occasional hits on those shows. And guess what I talk about? Nothing but numbers.
Love it.
Numbers.
So you're
And
telling
so,
me, right?
yeah,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
yeah. Just to say though, everything came from that. Just a desire to be a part of baseball, realizing the fact that it took me until I was 18, 19 years old that, hey, dude, you're probably not good enough to make the show. That shows you how arrogant I am. But it took me that long to realize you got to find a different way. And so through a love for baseball and a love for numbers, I was able to find this. And from just that one instance, that one tweet, if you will, everything for me just came together. Different jobs in the game, meeting different people. And I've to this day been able to stay connected with the game.
Well, just being someone that has coached high school athletes for quite a long time, you're not the only one that thinks that they can still make it to the big show, whether it be baseball, football, or basketball, brother. So I think you're good on that. But another thing to follow up on, I have to go a little local if you don't mind. Have you had an opportunity to, or have you bet any money on the Chicago White Sox? And if you have, how much have you lost?
Oh man! So you know what? They've actually killed me this year, which they really helped me make some money on last year. Is they haven't been performing against left-handed pitching lately,
Yep.
which is it's surprising because They were very good against lefties last year. I think not having Anderson in that top hole has really hurt the team,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of funny because he isn't your typical leadoff hitter. He's not going to
Right.
take a ton of walks. He's quick, so he's your old school leadoff hitter in that sense. He's more of like he's got some more pop than the guy who I'm going to bring up, but like he's more of like a Lou Brock for high batting average, and he's
Yeah.
got some speed.
Okay.
But you talk about Lou Brock now, and he gets often labeled as one of the worst Hall of Fame selections of all time. I really hate that because when you look at Lou Brock, well, what did he do well? He hit for a high average. He stole a ton of bases. That's what they asked of leadoff hitters back in the day.
Yep.
Now, to get back to your original question, how have I done with the White Sox? Uh, Unfortunately, this year I have had a difficult time with tracking everything. I'm working on developing a system to do it automatically so that next
Oh.
year I can have not just me, but anybody who's following my project. I call it Project 186 Parlay because there's 186 days in the baseball season. Anybody who's following along can then sign up and track all of their plays, similar to what the Action Network does, I guess, but I like to have the ability to input your own odds because many people are using many different books. Some of the books aren't necessarily legal, so I'm working on that so that we can nail down a way to track everything next year. Not just me, but everybody else, and we compete against each other and maybe do some prizes for those who pick better than I do. Good luck with that because I think I do a pretty good job.
I
So
I'm gonna get your
He
number
does.
from MJ. I'm gonna ask you some stuff if you don't mind.
no, I don't mind at all,
Bruce
man.
needs help.
I love talking baseball.
Brother, I need a lot of help.
He does. But Ryan, something you mentioned in a tweet earlier was Bryce Harper returning to the Phillies sooner than expected. Give us a little breakdown there. What does that mean for the Phillies, and how much have the Phillies driven you crazy this year?
They haven't because you know what? They've really performed. They were driving me nuts earlier, but they've really performed under their new manager, Rob Thompson. Now, uh, I think it's really tough because they've performed well under Rob Thompson, and maybe they needed that changing of the guard. I don't think Joe Girardi's a terrible manager. I don't think he was really. He's more of a veteran manager in the Phillies. They didn't really fit that mold when he came in, and it
Yeah.
just was tough for him to get going. Um, they needed a changing of the guard. I think it makes Girardi look way worse than he actually was. How they've been performing under Rob Thompson. I'm glad they made a move, but in terms of getting Harper back at this point, there's a couple things. First, it's awesome to see him come back earlier than expected. He just destroyed AAA pitching from the first at bat he had down there. He hit a home run, and he hit another home run in that game. He had two doubles yesterday, one of which was a walk off. Just really great to get him into a team that has been performing very well without him. Hopefully, they can start beating teams like the Mets, the Braves, where they've sort of struggled. Um, Something this team has done that the team hasn't done in the past few years is beat up on teams they should beat up on. They're not playing down to
Yes.
their opponents. I think that having Harper back in there is really going to ignite the team to that elite level. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you that I would love to see, that I'm not going to see, is Bryce Harper should be batting leadoff for this team. He's going to
Oh,
bat third.
Oh,
He's going to bat third. But let me tell you right now, is Harper, or excuse me, the one hole hitter versus the three hole hitter over the course of 162 games sees 35.8 more plate appearances. That, in and of itself, is 9 games over the course of the season. So if I'm to tell you that there is a way to get Bryce Harper 9 games worth of plate appearances more per season, and all that is to have him bat first, you'd probably want to do that. I don't know why you
yeah,
wouldn't want to do that. Now you
yeah.
right.
take Bryce Harper, you put him number one, you put Schwarber number two over the course of their careers. They, in terms of on base percentage, that 1-2 gives you a 71.9% chance of at least one of them reaching base or hitting a home run to open the game with then having Reese Hoskins, for example, batting third. That seems like a pretty damn good way to start off a game. And I know I'm not going to see it. I know that they're going to go with that sort of standard approach of having your best hitter hit number three. I think it's foolish. I think we're going to see more and more teams batting their top guy first overall. You put Harper third. Okay. Well, you look at those same numbers where I think one of the things I heard was have Schwarber continue batting leadoff, home bat second. Well, Schwarber's got a 247 on base percentage when you take away his home runs, reaching base 24% of, or get actually physically getting on base 24.7% of the time. Bohm 30.5% of the time in the same thing. You've got then a 55.2% chance of having one plus man on base with about the 27% chance of having a runner in scoring position for Bryce Harper. To me, I don't see that as nearly as valuable as having that Harper to Schwarber potential punch with that 72% chance of having a guy on base or homering with Reese Hoskins coming up. And again, we're just talking numbers. This is math to me. It's common sense to me. But I guess until I get Rob Thompson on the phone, the Phillies are probably going to continue to hit him third.
So Ryan, real quick, before we let you go, again, thank you so much for, coming out and talking to us. I'm just curious why don't more baseball teams actually pay attention to numbers like that? Because when you present it to me and Bruce and say there's the 74% chance of those two, one of them getting on base or hitting a home run to start the game, that sounds pretty convincing to me. And why don't teams actually pay attention to that and implement it? Is it really just the old school baseball mentality is still so prominent?
I'm inclined to think that the teams do pay attention to it. It seems like this is just one that has still kind of gone in the traditional manner. I mean, you want to go back 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever. Every single leadoff man was just the fastest guy on the team, which is silly,
Right.
in my opinion, right? Because guys, you don't even steal bases anymore because the risk isn't worth the reward unless you're stealing at, I believe it's a 77.4% clip.
He got the
A lot of
point
guys,
four. I love it, Ryan. Sorry.
yeah, I think that's a break-even point. It's either 77.4 or 76.4. It's right around there, north of 75%. And with the arm the catchers have, they're throwing 90 plus. A lot of these times, you making attempts are getting thrown out. So you only see the elite of the elite even attempt to steal bases anymore. And oftentimes, these guys aren't most fleet of foot. It's just they're really good base runners and picking up on pitchers, making mistakes on the mound towards their in their delivery. So you don't see the traditional leadoff hitter anymore, and you don't see. You want to go back 50 years, 100 years, 120, 240 years. Why did the shortstop stand where the shortstop stood, the second baseman where he stood, center and left, right, so on and so forth? Well, they were just equidistant from each other on the field. Logically, then, with the information they had, that made sense. But now, with the information we have, Joey Votto, if he's gonna, when he hits the ball on the ground, hold it 90% of the time, well, why would you have the guy standing equidistant apart? You don't anymore. You don't see that. That's why we see the shift. That's why people want to ban the shift. That's stupid. That's an entire another conversation. But baseball is continuing to evolve. We see things in the game today that we wouldn't have seen 20 years ago, 30 years ago, even
Agree.
10 years ago. So I think it will continue to evolve. And I wouldn't at all be surprised if we see in the future Bryce Harper batting first because of the reason that I'm talking about right there. If not first, maybe second, because even between second and third, you're looking at roughly 20 plate appearances more per season. So that's another 5 games worth of plate appearances. I would much prefer to see him hit second than third, honestly. I'm not sure we're going to see it this year, but again, I wouldn't be surprised if we do.
Love it. So right now we got Ryan Spader. Please, guys, co-author of incredible baseball stats. Good guy. Visit his website, theaceofspader.com. Ryan, I got one more question for you. I got to put you on the spot before we let you go, brother. Who do you see in the World Series?
Ooh, man. See, the homer in me wants to say, but I'm going to try to remain unbiased here. I'm going to disappoint a lot of people. It's not going to be the Yankees. I don't think the Yankees are that team we saw get off to the hot start. And now it's easy for me to say, given how they've played since the All-Star break. But go ahead and look at I got the receipts, as the kids like to say. Look at the tweets from months ago. I don't think it's going to be them. I also don't think it's going to be the Dodgers who are a favorite. I think the Dodgers. I get a lot of flack when I say something like this. The Dodgers are built to win in the regular season. Why does that mean they can't win in the postseason? It doesn't. But they are a team that is just consistently good for 162 games. They're going to win 110 baseball games, probably more.
Mm-hmm.
But there are teams, maybe the Braves, the Cardinals. There are teams, the Mets, that are better when you don't take 162 games and you say you're going with a 3-man rotation and you're going to have your bullpen guys go out there 2, 3, 4 games in a row because you're not playing every single day like you are over 162. That I think are actually going to be better off. And so, as much as I hate to say it, I do think there's going to be some Cardinals devil magic happening like it does every single year. But I think what we're going to end up with is a Braves Astros World Series.
Wow.
Oh,
I love it. I love it.
And now keep in mind, the Astros, they have the best record in the American League right now. They just got Lance McCullers back, who's one of their best pitchers.
Yeah.
And the guy doesn't really get the credit he deserves for how well. I mean, I think he was 4th or 5th in Cy Young Award voting last year, which is saying something because the writers really don't even give him that much credit. Now, I don't put that much credence into the awards because I think you know what, 80% of BWA is great, but I think about 20% of them are hacks, and that's enough to ruin it. We've seen it with the Hall of Fame, Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. But yeah, McCullers, he's one of the best pitchers in the American League, and he's going to show that here down the stretch.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ryan.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
I love it. Ryan, we could talk baseball all day, given that that's how I met Bruce. That's the one sport that always has my heart. It's a pleasure to have you on, sir. Your memory for statistics and the way you break it down is incredible. I'm a communication major, and I don't like numbers, and you make numbers fun for me. So thank you for that, sir. Thank you for coming on this evening, even after the gym workout. We appreciate you, and we hope to have you back sometime.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I really hope so. Let's not wait 2 years again, all right?
No, definitely not. Hey, I would love to have you on
right
before the playoffs, Ryan. That'd be awesome.
Well, let's do it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you then, Ryan.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
Awesome.
All right. That was Ryan Spader, MLB author. And Bruce, before we get to the fireside chat,
yes, sir.
First of all, I love Ryan.
Yes. I'd
like to.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just want to thank Ryan because I texted him like 45 minutes before the show, and I'm like, "Hey, you busy in an hour?" He's like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just getting a workout in. I'll be free." Deal. So it's great to have somebody like that who's willing to just hop on in a moment's notice.
I honestly, that's just a great person. Good, people helping people. That's what it's all about. And it shouts out to his military background too, Marine.
Yes.
Thank you for your services. Good man. So awesome. But real quick, so I transition into our ad from our sponsor, Building Block Insurance Group, and one of their carrier partners, Erie Insurance, Home, Auto, and Business, And let me tell you, reach out to this guy. His name's Jeff. We're Tepney, 704-464-4544. And now, here is a little commercial for your. Gotta find it.
Little word from our sponsors.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
And keep in mind, guys, that this guy does it all. He does it all. He does home. We just did our homeowners insurance commercial. I don't think we've done the auto insurance one, have we?
I don't think so. I don't think we have.
Let's run it.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal. And it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
We absolutely have played that before.
Oh, we have? Well, regardless.
For sure. For sure. But
Thank
Bruce,
you to Jeff. Oh, I know what time it is.
But real quick, if you do contact Jeff, make sure you tell him Third Down Thursday sent you. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate that very much.
Let the guy know. Let the guy know. And
Let him know that Third Down Thursday sent you, and that we're a pretty cool group of people.
Third Down Thursday sent you to Erie Insurance. Talk to Jeff. Sorry.
And with that, it's time for the one, the only, the Third Down Thursdays Fireside Chat. And no, don't think that just because we've been live for an hour, we're going to cut you guys off.
No, I have a fresh thing of beers. I'm in a great mood. I am chilling.
Beautiful.
Tonight.
We had a good show. We had some fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got? What do we got going on in the sports world? What do we got going on in our lives? How we feeling? How we doing? Oh, we need the Bruce.
What? Oh, got you. Here. Oh, there you go. You got it. Here. Wait. We got to turn the volume up on it though.
Oh yeah.
There you go, guys. Little
Just the nice sound of a winter fire.
Little choppy, little chop.
Crackling in your ear.
Little crackle.
Oh.
All right, bro. So anyway,
That makes me so happy.
so what's going on? Since we're not getting people asking us questions or anything like that, Scoozy. How do you like the new setup, by the way? Like, I know we talked a little bit about this. Like, I changed the angle.
Okay, so here's a hot take. I like the way everything around you looks, but I liked how it was a little, no offense to your face, but I liked how it was a little further back before. I liked the angle of the camera better before.
Oh, fair.
So if we could get the angle from before with the current locale.
I think
and
you know
all
what
of
it is
that.
too. I also think it's because the lighting is here and it's like shadowed or
True.
shadowed here. I think that's.
I need to fix my lighting in here, but I haven't been able to. I need both y'all's opinion. Does Albert hit 700? Yes, he does.
Ooh, 7.
Yes, he does.
I want to say yes, and I actually have a pretty funny side story on this on Albert Pujols. So, Eric, former co-host of Beers and Sports, he actually pitched against the college, not Albert Pujols, mind you, but against the college that Albert Pujols went to. So, hot take during Fireside Chat. Said college though was big on PEDs.
Bruce, why you gotta ruin it? Why you gotta ruin it?
Hot take. But anyway.
That's not a hot take. He got accused of that like 10 years ago. That's not a hot take.
Did you turn off the fire?
I didn't turn off the fire.
Who did turn on the fire? Oh, yeah.
You gotta turn it on loop.
We gotta turn on the loop.
Gotta turn on the fire loop.
Gotta turn on the loop. Although, can you imagine hearing this for the whole time?
Your soundboard permissions are banned, Bruce.
Anyway, all right, what we got?
Wow. Sigh with a hot take.
Hey, I'm not saying he did. All I'm saying is
that's exactly what you're saying, Bruce.
No, honestly, no, I'm not.
No, that's exactly what you're saying.
After I saw Albert Pujols the other day give that jersey to that young kid that was like wanting to exchange jerseys, he's like, "Here, take it." I was like, dude, he gets it. I mean, Albert Pujols gets it. He's not a jackass anymore. Like I never thought he was a bad guy.
When was he? Yeah,
exactly. I never thought he was a bad guy. Like he was a guy that I hated because I was a Cubs fan. That was it.
That's fair. And I think Cy saw him hit a home run at Wrigley the other day, I want to say.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Cy, you were at Wrigley?
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Cy was at Wrigley and didn't say hi to you.
Okay, so now there's a reason why I like MJ more than you, dick. Hot take, motherfucker. How are you not going to visit your boss?
Wow.
How are you not going to visit your boss when you're in town?
That is kind of rude when you think about it.
I did. What? Oh, he saw it. No, he saw it. Oh, no, he's saying he saw the home run. It's a delay, apparently. What are you eating?
Well, yeah, he didn't visit you either.
Did you not
check my Twitter?
Why would I check your Twitter, bro?
Cy, send him a DM. Send him a text. Like,
I was born in 1984. I don't turn on notifications for fucking Twitter, bro.
That's fair. That's fair. I do think Albert hit 700 though.
I might have to go look back at that.
Okay, yeah, now I'm curious.
So hold on. For those of you that don't know and that are listening to this on Spotify, Cy just put a message on the board saying Jackson and I had a whole argument over Twitter. So I'm kind of curious about it. So I'm kind of curious. We should probably get Jackson up on here. Hold on, time out. Wifey, we need more soundboard. That's awesome. Actually, you know what I'm a huge fan of? The fact that we did this for the intro for Ryan earlier when we just did.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty solid. We'll probably end up getting
nice.
Like Twitch probably like banned like the sound from us or something like that. I'm sure, but whatever.
I hope not. Where is their Twitter argument? Hold up. When was this?
I don't know. What else is going on?
When was it?
All right. So this week. Oh, here actually. So I got some interesting news. So tomorrow, or excuse me, not tomorrow. Saturday. Well, tomorrow. First of all, I'm going to a party. So this guy going to a party. By the way.
Look at you.
I know it's been a while. Oh, but you know I'm gonna be the responsible adult at the party tomorrow. No, I am because I have to be.
Unless they have Jameson.
Oh well, even then I'm gonna be responsible. It's not like it's a crazy party. It's my wife's friend coming into town. I don't know specifically what it is, but it's her party. And
okay, so Bruce was told he's going to a party. He knows nothing.
No. Honest to God, actually, I
know nothing.
True. But I met her parents, and it's at her parents' house, and I mean, we're old, so what the hell? But like, they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. Don't bring anything. Don't bring, we got all of it. I'm like, okay.
Bruce is like, I still don't have money right now, so
right,
that's
exactly.
Perfect.
That's perfect. But
I got paid today though, so I'm living the dream.
Yeah, look at you. But no, it was really cool that that they invited both my wife and I. But we're doing that, and then Saturday, I actually have my fantasy football draft. I think I mentioned that.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. It's a keeper league.
Keeper league.
You guys do that all in person, right?
Yeah, dude. We have a guy that we have two guys. One guy that flies in from North Carolina, and another guy that flies in from Cleveland, Ohio.
I love that.
It's dude, and like it's awesome. It's a whole like all we do is goof off, laugh our asses off, make fun of each other, eat like fucking pigs, drink beer.
Oh yeah,
probably take shots and fucking act like asshats and fucking just whatever. And the cool part is, it's like a lot of these guys actually I've known since I was a little kid too. Well, not a lot of them, not like all of them. It's only like maybe like 4 or 5 or 6 of them. And but man, dude, it is a great time. The best part about it is the house that hosts it. My buddy Tuna, his nickname is Tuna.
Yeah.
He hosts it, and the house is only like 10 minutes away from me. Not even.
That's fantastic for you.
And my keeper, though, my keeper, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, my guy. We do need to do a fantasy league, though.
Should we start? Yeah, we gotta start one up. We gotta actually.
I think we have.
Let's talk about that.
Don't we have 10 people?
Yeah, we should have enough. We should have enough. I'll me and 6, you. What we'll do
7, 8, 9.
How many we got? 3, 6, 9. Very fine.
Oh yeah, we have 10.
All right, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do. We gotta figure out a day then.
You should get 12.
Next Thursday.
Oh, during the show.
The show.
Oh my god, dude!
That's our show.
Oh, that's our show.
Is the draft?
Oh my god!
Can I join
There's a game. Hold on. That's opening. It's opening night.
So
we have to. Yeah.
Okay, so we have to do it earlier.
So we would have to start the show at like 5.
Okay, we can do that.
And we would also have to make sure that everybody. Keep in mind, we also have people at like different areas of the fucking United States too.
The only person I would be worried about is Wendell.
True. Well, it's Brazil.
I don't know if he'll be available.
I don't even know where his like.
He's like 2 hours ahead of us, so it's not bad.
So if we start at 5, if he start at 5,
yeah.
What's the buy-in?
Sai, what's the most money you'd be willing to put in because he's the youngest? Sai, whatever your max buy-in would be for this, we will set as the buy-in.
We are going to set Sai as the person that is setting the buy-in. So Sai, whatever you post on here, I'm gonna put that shit on blast, and I'll let everyone know on freaking Spotify and everywhere where we post this shit. By the way, did you get you got the audio too, right? That we can post on Spotify, right, for our sponsor?
Yes, I did. You sent that to me. I have it in my email somewhere. I need to put it up there. Okay, he's like checking his wallet right now.
I know, right? All right, so I was thinking $100.
Oh my gosh, Bruce wants to go big.
That's big, dude. I was in a league that was 250. It was nuts.
Yeah, Sai said 20 to 40.
Okay, Sai said 20 or 40. I was saying 100. All right, I'm cool with 20 or 40. Let's do 40.
Let's do 25. 40.
Hey,
I can pay whatever. I have a job. More money when I win. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Sai.
Okay.
In that case, let's do 50.
Hey. Pay attention. Pay attention to fucking geometry first, and then you can talk baller. Oh wow.
Yeah, you're right.
You're going to town on your like computer over there.
I'm messaging our staff group chat, Bruce.
Oh, fair. All right, brother. Well, shit. Let's get that down. Let's do Thursday at 5. Next Thursday at 5.
Yeah.
I plan on getting super fucking hammered, and I'll probably take next Friday off. Who cares anymore anyway? Really?
Ladies and gentlemen, Third Down Thursdays, MJ and Bruce. We'll be back next week with our fantasy draft at 5 p.m. Central Time. Chris is confused in the chat. Sai, please take care of them and tell them what's going on. You're going to be our messenger for the evening. It's been a pleasure. My name is MJ. That is Coach Bruce.
Word. Let's end it.
We'll see you next week.